Welcome to Programming with Tsatsu on episode 6, the journey on becoming a software engineer. I'd like to talk about why you should network, why you should join a community, right? Coding is very important, right? As you know, you have already started the journey, but you can't do it alone, right? So you need to join communities, you need to join online communities, you need to join the local meetups, you need to join hackathons, you need to join a lot of like open source contributions. You need to do those stuff. If you do that, it keeps you going. It helps you to know what you are doing. It helps you to know the current trends out there and why you should learn X, why you should learn Y and O. I'll talk about 3 bullet points. First of all, I'll talk about online communities. So platform like Stack Overflow is one of the great online communities that you need to join as a developer. GitHub is one of the great online communities you need to join. Reddit is also a great place to ask questions and all. Share knowledge and find what inspiration. That's Reddit. I use Reddit a lot, right? On Reddit, I can listen to people. I can look at how they are going. I can look at what's the current trend. Mostly, if I want to write a good CV, I go to Reddit, right? And I'll just put in some questions over there. And I know some people who have solved those one before, so somebody can give me a template on how a good CV look like. And I'll just copy it and I'll just use some resume.ai just to see how I can draft a good CV for if I want to change a role. But I'm not doing that now yet. So now, your local meetups and hackathons. You need to join local meetups and hackathons. That's very, very, very important. So we have local meetups like the Tech Space. You can join some Tech Space on Slack. We have the Dev Congress community on Slack. You can join it. You can join Programming with Tsatsu. It's a WhatsApp community over there. You can join that. I put some interesting videos and tutorials over there. I'll be doing that over time. So you want to join that. Meet fellows coders in person. If you go for Car Meetup, you meet fellow coders in person. You also look at hackathons. Hackathons are a fine way to test your skills, right? So you want to test how you're raising, you want to test your coding abilities and all. So you want to use hackathon, right? Now, open source contribution. Personally, I feel like that is very, very important because I haven't really contributed to any open source. I'm yet to do. I'm contributing to one, but I don't mention the name, but I think I'll do mention the name in my next episode or so. But for now, let's keep it low, right? Yeah, so open source contribution is very important. Contribute to open source projects, right? Very, very fantastic way to gain experience and give back to the community, right? So community like Python, right? So sometimes, I remember my first library I wrote on Python. Remember that I said that I'm working for a fintech company, right? So we have, I wrote a Python library just to help developers connect to our payments API. It's actually help you to build or to give back to the community, right? So Python is a great community. Ruby is also a great community. I remember also contributing to one of the Ruby gem over there. A friend of mine, Sydney Dapila, shout out to you out there. That's one of my great guys in Ruby, right? Like he's doing amazing in the industry, right? So I remember contributing to one of his open source on the USSD development. Yeah, where we use USSDs like Hubtail. I think we connected to Hubtail, we connected to Apps Mobile, we connected to Insano, and we also connected to African Token, right? So we have the gem out there, but like it's a Ruby gem, as I said. You can't use it except you're a Ruby programmer, basically. And I love Ruby, so yeah, I was happy to contribute to that. So that's just about a kickoff, right? So you just have to contribute to open source development and all, right? So the pro tips that I'll give you today: don't be afraid to ask for help, right? Anytime you are going through any challenge as a developer, as a software engineer, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's one of the great ways to get to a problem with solve. I have a very good friend, right? Jima. He works with Softs, Ghana. So anytime I'm having a problem, right, I just bang back to his channel and I ask him, hey, Jima, hey, guy, how do you solve it? How do you solve it? And he's always willing to help, right? So don't be afraid to ask questions, right? You don't know it all. The problem that you are taking a month or 2 weeks or 3 to solve. I remember cracking a problem, right, with CyberSource, right? It was very headache, right? But I was able to navigate my way through, right? So it's a way of asking people, have you done this before? And they'll ask you for support. Yeah. So that's the end of this episode, right? So in my next episode, that's episode 7, I'll be talking about landing your first job, how to land your first job. Because after you have done with this, you want to talk about how you want to land your first job as a software engineer, right? And that's very interesting, right? Thank you very much for watching this episode. Episode 6 was all about joining community. And it's a great something for me, right? I'm very passionate about that because I want people to join the community so that we can all grow. And Programming with Tsatsu is one of the great communities that you want to join. All right. Thank you very much for watching and see you in episode 7.